won't be able to watch chat because I only have one.
Yes. I'll keep an eye on chat.
Also, I do not remember how to play Monster Hunter World. Ah!
Looks like we are alive. Let me check our sound.
Yay! I am so hyped for tonight.
Yeah.
You two talk for a little bit. Let me listen.
Yep. So what'd you think about the TU3 news for Sunbreak?
Or well, do an intro for.
What? Oh, hello everyone. Cameron's checking sound stuff, and I am back after. Oh my gosh, how long has it been? And then we also have Black Knight with us. And yeah, I barely remember how to play Monster Hunter World, but we're doing some Monster Hunter World tonight, and I am hyper. So I've gotten my depression mostly under control, but now my ADHD is kind of out of whack, so now I'm just kind of hyper. Also, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are going to be available for me to play tonight, so I'm just kind of all over the place, and I'm kind of hyper. So yeah.
It's an exciting time. Osprey's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got lots to talk about. We're going to talk about Monster Hunter news. We're going to talk about Transformers stuff. We'll talk maybe a little bit about Pokemon. No spoilers, obviously. I know some people have already gotten the game, but if anyone's in chat, we have not gotten the game, and we are not anticipating spoiling anything for anyone.
I will say what starter I'm going to pick, though.
That's a spoiler.
No, it's not.
You can't say it. You gotta wait till tomorrow when everyone's got the game. What if they don't know what the starters are? Well, we can say this. What type is your starter gonna be?
Correct.
No, wait, we can't say that because what if they know that? Then they'll know what types of starters there are.
Is this a new generation of Pokemon game, or is it continuing off the previous one?
Brand new, yeah. Gen 9?
Yep, takes place in the Paldea region. It's based
Ah,
off of
the last one I played was the one with the Astro Sun and Moon, I think.
Oh, Sun and Moon.
Yeah, so this is like 2 generations after.
Yeah.
But I'm kidding. Yeah, yes. Osprey, who are you going to pick for your starter?
Sprigatito.
That is the grass cat.
Yes, the little grass kitty.
Yes. I am looking forward to Fuecoco.
Ooh, that's gonna be
my little. I think it's a pepper crocodile.
It is based off of a pepper and a crocodile, from what I understand.
Yeah, he looks super cute.
Yeah. I think the Atomic Fox is planning on Quaxley.
Nice.
When she gets
we'll have a round
the
mix.
game. Yeah, she's gonna have to wait a little bit on getting the game, but
Hannah's planning on getting Scarlet. Are you getting Violet?
I have Violet, yes.
Awesome. Okay, so then we'll be able to trade. Okay, I can join a quest. Assigned Blizzard Blitz. Oh, Barryoth. Okay, Barryoth time. I can't join it till you do the cutscenes. We're remembering stuff. In Iceborne, they did this weird thing where they were like, you gotta wait till you watch all the cutscenes and then you can join. So we'll I can prep for it. And yeah, I guess, do you have any, like, besides just general excitement, any thoughts on spoiler-free Pokemon? Have you spoiled anything for yourself? I know last time, right, with Legends Arceus, did we ever remember? I don't remember how to pronounce it. Arceus?
Arceus is, I think, the current canon, but they've kind of gone back and forth on which one. I prefer Arceus because otherwise it sounds like Arse.
Yes. So with Legends Arceus, I don't remember. I feel like you said that you like to try and go in without spoilers.
A little bit.
Is that, okay.
I don't like story spoilers. I will, look up some spoilers about the, one second. I'm gonna adjust some sound on my end.
Sure thing.
Because Monster Hunter World got louder all of a sudden, and it was hard to hear you over that. Okay. So, I did look up what, the final evolutions were.
Oh, you have? I have not.
Yes.
So here's my hope. This is my prediction. Well, let me give my hope and then my prediction. And don't respond. Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. My hope is that we have 4 types that are going to remain animalistic in their final forms, and have unique new typing. Fuecoco, I would love, since he's a pepper, he could be maybe fire grass, because it's like, oh, peppers are spicy, that sort of thing. That would be awesome. Now, my prediction is that all 3 are going to become very anthropomorphized, and Fuecoco is going to be a goddamn firefighting again. I send that out into the void. Audience, don't respond. Hey, Boom Headshot, what's up?
Hey, Boom Headshot.
If you know, don't say anything.
You're asking me to keep a poker face when I'm hyper.
In that case, let's switch off Pokemon, because well, I guess first let's talk about Monster, since we are playing Monster Hunter. Let's start there. Did you? I know Black Knight, you and I watched it. Osprey, did you watch the Sunbreak news?
Wait, what Sunbreak news? I totally missed there was Sunbreak news.
Yesterday. Hey Shanice, hey Rathlarosa, how's it going?
Hello,
Yesterday they announced the Title Update 3 announcement. They put out the Title Update 3 trailer. And it looks pretty good.
Okay.
It's coming out. It's coming out at a weird date. Is it? Yeah, it's like the day before Thanksgiving. I mean, it's a Thursday, I guess. It just seems odd. I guess if it's coming out then you have like the long weekend. If you're a kid and you're home from school, it makes sense, right? You get the long weekend to play Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's coming out on a Wednesday for some reason.
There's one thing I'm waiting for. I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna go back to wait for you for.
You're only gonna fight a chaotic Gormagala? You don't care about any of the other content?
I never really got into the anomaly investigation, so I'm not sure I can even fight the risen stuff to begin with.
Oh, gotcha. It's they're just like hardcore Elder Dragons. So yeah, so there are 3 monsters coming out in Title Update 3. The one that I think most people are most excited about is Chaotic Gormagala, which Osprey. So Gormagala you fought, and it molts. When it becomes an adult, it sheds its skin and it becomes Shigaru Magala. Chaotic Gormagala came out in 4 Ultimate, and it is Okay, joining. Chaotic Gormagala is a Gormagala that failed its metamorphosis. It wasn't able to completely shed its skin, so it has like weird. It's like half Gore, half Shigaru Magala. We're joining, and it looks awesome, and it has really good gear in 4 Ultimate. I was a little disappointed by the Shigaru gear in this one. Yeah, let's go.
Fun. It's fun to use. It's just anomaly quests are a bit too obtuse.
Did it accept you properly?
Yes, yeah, it's just loading quests for me.
And then level 2 is anomaly investigation. Not even gonna bother.
Yeah, so I do want to talk about that, and I think all 3 of us are on the same page. Correct me if I'm wrong. That departing. None of us are super end game grinder people in any game. I think. Really. Like once I get to the end game of a game, I'm kind of done. If I've seen the credits, I tend to like just that's where I call it. Monster Hunter is the only exception to that for me, and I don't stick around to like get like perfect gear or anything. I don't know how you two have felt about it.
I do it once, twice, maybe, but I did it a bit in World, but World had actually a somewhat engaging endgame grind. Rise, somewhat, but not as much.
So I fell down somewhere, and I'm not sure where I ended up, and I don't know how that happened. So just a heads up.
I was wondering. Chat was like, Shanice and chat was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I don't know." I was about to ask you what happened.
Random
Yeah.
card drop, or not random wing kick drop.
I just like fell down somewhere, and I don't know why.
It happened in the older games also that you couldn't actually arrive at camp. You just arrived near the monster instead, or just better yet, just somewhere completely off in the middle of nowhere with no map. Which is, I think they didn't do that with Rise, but.
Oh wow! Yikes.
It happens.
On my way.
So I forgot I had just swapped weapons last time. So I'm also using a weapon I'm not used to.
Oh, what are you using?
Dual
Oh, I
blades
see it on the screen. You have dual blades. That's funny.
without wire bugs. Ah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. On Monday night, it was a huge adjustment for us.
Mess.
It was bad. We were bad. We were bad and we felt bad.
Yeah, I never really fell into the trend of wirefall literally everywhere. I do it just to get out of those big follow combos that they force you to use it for, but I stick to the older, oh, you're stuck until you get off the ground type of thing.
Gotcha.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited for Title Update 3. So it's Chaotic Gormagala, it's Risen Kushala Deora, and it's Risen Teostra. Are those the three?
And then anomaly level 200, but who cares?
Yeah, and that's the sort of thing where, again, I don't care too much about the anomaly level stuff. I am anomaly rank 120 now. And I'll probably raise my anomaly rank more, but it's more like as a result of me trying to do other things like Crown Hunt. All right, I'm learning. I'm remembering.
Brain. So yeah, kind of interested in that stuff. I'm having trouble focusing on like future Monster Hunter stuff right now.
Well, Pokemon's so hot and fresh. I get it.
Oh yeah, and well, I've been playing Pokemon since Red and Blue. It's been my comfort game since I was a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a good year for Pokemon. I mean, I feel like when Sword and Shield came out, I think the franchise, like, it's not dying or anything, but I feel like enfranchised fans were a little less excited with Generation 8 after so many years. But then, like, Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet back-to-back, and Pokemon, like, new Pokemon Snap, like, I feel like the past 2 years have been pretty,
Yeah.
pretty exciting to be a Pokemon fan again.
And then...
And Ash is world champion?
Yeah.
Congrats. Long time coming. Our baby boy's all grown up. He is now a whole, what, 13 years old?
I was gonna say he's still 10 years old or whatever.
I think the canon is they took the first 19 seasons of the show and they said that all happened over the course of 1 year. And then all the Sword and Shield stuff was his second year as a trainer. And now that he's been like a trainer for 2 years now, he's champion, I believe, is like how they explain it. But the exciting thing, I think, is that hopefully that means Ash is going to retire as like the main character for the anime, and they'll get opportunities to like refresh with new protagonists. We'll see if they actually do that.
Because the series has been going for like, what, almost 30 years?
So it came out after the games.
Yeah.
And the games are, I want to say 26 years old? Because I was a kid when they came out, and I'm 31.
Yeah, I think the games came out in 96, and the anime was 97.
Yeah, I think so. In the US, the games came out in 98.
Oh, Sleepy Boy! Oh fuck, what am I doing? Oh.
Yeah, I like the traditional mounting a lot more than Wirebug mounting. I'm using that much.
I prefer Wirebug.
I like the traditional. Well, so when you say traditional,
like
what?
For you up to World.
Okay.
Different It was different.
I
previous.
don't like the world mechanics of mounting.
Yeah, Worlds is good. It's just for use. It's just a lot. Well, they're basically the same from what I remember. It's been a good 4 or 5 years since they for you, but were they necessarily the same?
In Iceborne, to me, I guess the grappling claw counts as part of the mounting system. God damn it.
Because it is essentially the same thing as I remember. You fill a bar up by stabbing a monster and when
Oh, fuck.
But,
Oh.
Well, at least you weren't the first faint of the night. I was.
We're learning. The good news is if we lose this one, we don't have to like worry about the cutscenes again.
Yeah, that's true. Also, Transformers new series.
Yes. So I know if you're watching in chat, Tom and I have been talking a lot about the new Gundam show, and it's still very, very good. But Transformers Earthspark came out last week. The first, and I don't 100% know. I think like the first episode came out on Nickelodeon, and then all of the first half of the first season came out on Paramount Plus or something.
I thought that was the whole first season.
As far as I know, the season is it's been split in half.
Oh, okay. There was a finale, so I thought it was all of season 1.
Yeah, it's weird. It definitely felt like a full season in its own right. But I think, however, the like business executives count it, it's not a full season. Okay. Which in this day and age of streaming and binging, like what is a season anymore? Whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, Transformers Earthspark is out, and it is really good. Like
I love it.
I don't think I have any real complaints except for I feel like the robot faces can look a little weird sometimes, but that's like a minor nitpick to me. It's very pretty to look at in general. The animation is awesome. It's CGI with like a lot of 2D blast and fight effects, which looks really, really cool. If anything, it kind of reminds me of... I don't think it's as pretty as Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, but it's like that same sort of very aesthetically pleasing animation.
Yeah, I also love, like, I really like the
I guess we are going to talk about spoilers, so if anyone cares about Transformers Earthspark spoilers,
okay,
pop off now for like half an hour.
How many episodes are we talking? All of them?
I think the 10? Yeah, I've seen all 10.
Okay, so, I absolutely love how they did, Nightshade.
Yes.
Like...
Yeah, you want to talk that part?
Yes, so, Nightshade is, a non-binary Terran Transformer. Terran basically being a Transformer that was born on Earth.
Yes, and this is a unique concept in Earthspark. There have been Transformers born on Earth before in other series, but it's never been like a significant, like a big deal for any reason. Yeah. This is the first time it's like, it's kind of the main plot point, the continuation of the species.
Yeah, so, basically, Optimus was talking and was like, could you move, and then kind of hesitated because didn't know, what
their pronouns.
And, somebody's like, oh, Nightshade's pronouns are they, them. And Optimus just kind of was like, oh, I apologize. Can you move their token? And I just thought that was really cool because too often what happens when somebody isn't sure what pronouns to use or uses the wrong pronouns, it turns into this really long, awkward apology where the trans person ends up feeling like socially obligated to tell the person, oh no, it's okay, and just get them to not like make a big deal about it, when generally you should just correct it and move on. Like,
yes, Yeah, Optimus Prime, to him, it was no big deal. It was like, okay, that's their pronouns, got it.
And, like, this is one of the things I have to tell, especially newer allies, is it's like, don't make it like a 5-minute apology. Just say, oh, sorry, correct it and move on, or even just correct it and move on. Like, just don't make a big deal about it. Don't make it awkward for us. Don't keep belaboring the fact that you did that.
Right. Real quick, Reggie Lucky, we are playing on PC. There is room in the lobby if you want to come join us. Osprey does have the lobby code up somewhere on his screen. Yeah, feel free to come hunt with us. We're doing some of Osprey's assigned quests on PC. And we've been talking Monster Hunter and Pokemon and now Transformers because the new Earthspark show is out and it is awesome. Yeah, like Osprey was saying, fuck God, me. Yeah, that was the big hit.
And here, I thought I was the one rusty.
I was just thinking to myself, I'm at like 75% health. Maybe I should like top myself off. Well, clearly I should have.
I just latched onto the wing and see you get pummeled.
What happened?
Oh,
wait, sorry, what happened?
Oh, I got bodied.
Well, that's not surprising. You got bodied
by Barrioff.
Yeah.
Also,
it was pretty good.
Also, I have to say one thing about the Transformers thing. I absolutely love Good Guy Megatron.
Yeah, that's something I want to talk about. So the classic Transformers storyline is the Autobots and the Decepticons have been at war for millions of years. They come to Earth and they bring their war to Earth. But Earthspark, I love that the series is like, everyone fucking knows the origin of the Transformers. It's like Batman. You don't need to show his parents dying like every movie. Same with Spider-Man.
Yes,
you don't need to show. Yeah. Well, like what I loved about the new Spider-Man trilogy, right? The first movie started off and it was like, Uncle Ben's dead. You get it. Like, you already know. Earthspark did the same thing where essentially they're like, the Autobots and the Decepticons came to Earth. They had a war. All that shit is in the past. And the first episode of the new series is like, Optimus and the Autobots won the war. Megatron switched sides at some point, and they are working with an Earth agency to round up Decepticons that pose a threat to humanity. And there's like deeper stuff happening there that they're gonna reveal more and more of over time.
Please tell me Starscream is there and he's the new leader of the Decepticons. That would be brilliant.
So we've had 10 episodes so far. Starscream has shown up. He's got a goatee now. And
what the fuck?
It looks good on him. He and most
is it
of
on
the
Netflix or
Paramount Plus.
Cool. Don't have that, so I know where I'm watching it.
yeah, exactly. The first 10 episodes are more focused on the Terran Transformers, which are the right. Cybertron is lost, something. The species is essentially going extinct. But now, due to very recent events, there are Transformers being born on Earth. So it's dealing with like the consequences of that and the risks that poses and how to deal with like humanity's fear from Cybertronians and all that stuff. I will say the Decepticons are not the focus of these first 10 episodes. They are there as like antagonists, but they aren't really they don't really become characters in their own right until Soundwave shows up. And Soundwave is awesome. He's great. And he's got a plan that hasn't been fully revealed yet. He's got a plan for, I think, busting the rest of the Decepticons out. And I think that's what the second half of the first season is going to be, is like what happens as a consequence of that.
They did deal with the season 1 or the first main antagonist. But yeah, I absolutely love seeing Good Guy Megatron. Like the dynamic between Dorothy and Megatron, I am absolutely in love with. It is amazing. I absolutely love it.
And it's still a Megatron that is very firm in his beliefs.
Like,
he is just like.
Why is every Transformers called Transformers Prime? Jesus Christ.
Why? What?
What is this one called? Transformers what? Is it Prime?
Earthspark.
Thank you.
You're thinking of Transformers Prime as the show from 2010.
Yes, I was like, this is confusing.
yeah. There's a lot of Transformers shows.
By the way, have we talked about Pokemon yet? Have I missed that?
Yes.
Osprey shared his thoughts. If you want to share yours, but before
wait.
you talk,
Okay.
no spoilers. I haven't. The only thing I know is the name of the region and the name of the starters. I don't know anything else about the game, so no other stuff.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Okay, Osprey, real quick, who are you going with?
Sprigatito.
What starter?
Sprigatito.
I'm going Flake Coco.
Oh, same, Cameron. You and me. So you're going with Sassy Kitty then?
Yep, going with Sassy Kitty.
Very cute.
Dark
They're
Knight,
all three are very
Pokemon?
cute. Black Knight, are you're not playing the
Oh no,
Pokemon,
he doesn't have
right?
a Switch.
No, I'm not. I don't have a Switch anyway, so not much I can really do on that aspect.
I will say, in terms of starter design, it definitely feels like a much stronger generation from the past couple. I felt like, I don't know, like starter designs haven't been super strong, but all three of these starters feel like instantly iconic. Even Quaxley, who the three of us that are talking we're not getting him. He's still super cute.
I mean, if I could, I'd use all three of them, but Sprigatito wins by a little bit.
What was that one Pokemon game that let you you picked one starter, and then after you got to a certain city, you picked another starter from a different series? Yeah.
X and Y.
Boom Headshot. I think Osprey has Paramount Plus, but I'm not I don't know what else I would watch on it.
Yeah, my housemate has it. Has
that's it.
Plus.
And it's got Star Trek and stuff on it. So if you're a Star Trek fan, I totally get it.
Well, wow. Okay, so this is really weird. I typed in Transformers just as a thing, and one of the top results, and this is really weird, can't Transformers get pregnant? What the fuck, people? And this is on Google, so that has to be... So
that's interesting, because I can speak to that topic.
Nice.
Well, hold on, real quick, before we get into that. Because I know you're a huge Transformers fan, Cameron.
Yeah.
You're probably more than me. I mean, I enjoy it. I just
fair.
do not.
Yeah.
You know. Osprey. Which one are you getting? Violet or Scarlet?
Violet.
Okay.
Are you getting
want
Scarlet?
all three starters? Because I can just trade you all three. Or two that you don't have.
I'll think about that. I might play through kind of organically first.
Okay.
And then do all of them on a different playthrough, just because.
Because I have Pokeball. So.
I was gonna say, I feel like with online trading, getting the rest of the starters nowadays is not a big deal compared to older generations.
No, it's not at all. It's not gonna have Pokemon Home right away. Pokemon Home is
but you can still. Oh shit! That's right. Shite.
Yeah. So
breeding still. You can still breed them.
Yeah. That's gonna be what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, just breed for them. Oh, and then one more real quick thing. Are you getting the new Donphan evolution? So for yours would be.
Oh, spoilers, dude!
No, it was in a trailer.
Okay, if it was in a trailer, that's fine. I haven't seen it, but that's pretty sick. There's a Donphan evolution.
It's a different one per region. Will be the last thing I say, though.
That's actually pretty baller, and I will. Can we have an all-elephant team now?
No.
So hold on. There's Mammo Swine. He's the first elephant I know.
Not in this game.
Oh, right. I forgot they're doing that thing where...
Yep.
I mean,
it's not the full roster.
Kaparaja is in the game.
With
Kaparaja.
With this region, there will be 1,000 Pokemon.
What?
Yeah, but that's coming with DLC. Most likely. Like they did with Sword and Shield.
Yeah, but like in general,
There will be plenty of Pokemon, but Mammo Swine won't be there.
I am. Since when has Pokemon had DLC in it?
Since Sword and Shield.
Since the last generation.
So
what they did, oh, go ahead.
So I actually kind of like it compared to doing like the new versions, because I don't have to like completely start over with a very, very similar game. Just to experience the new stuff, I'd rather do the DLC. So this is actually a win in my mind.
Yeah,
and it's like $25, so it's not even like buying a new game.
Yeah, you're not paying another $60. Yeah, I agree. I prefer the model. So Black Knight, what they did is instead of doing the third version of a game like red, blue, and then yellow, the yellow is now, since Generation 8, it's just been DLC to expand out the other games.
But it's not just like they throw new Pokemon in, they throw new story, new everything at you.
A new region to explore, yeah.
Not really new regions, but new like island or area.
Yeah.
So this place is based on those. I think it's Spain, right? They said.
Iberian Peninsula. So it's Spain and Portugal.
Also, here's interesting: a lot of fighting in Ghost type. That's not a spoiler, by the way, Cameron. I'm just telling you there's a lot of that.
Feels like a spoiler. You're skirting the line.
I am not. I'm just looking at a full Pokemon list. And I'm just saying.
All right, that is by definition that's spoilers.
I'm not telling you the type of Pokemon.
You just said there's a lot of fighting in Ghost types. Go. You're done. We're done with Pokemon. We can talk about Pokemon more when we're doing the Pokemon live stream.
Wait, you guys are doing a Pokemon live stream? When?
Not tomorrow. Next week. Hannah wants to live stream the game as part of our extra life stuff. So the plan is we'll only do Monster Hunter once next week, and we'll do Pokemon one of the other days.
Alright, that'll be fun.
Yeah. And probably
so far,
Buddy Bardock will be joining us.
So there's 103 new Pokemon that were added.
Yep.
Darn it.
And that's all I'm gonna say.
That's like the third all you're gonna say. That's the fourth all you're gonna say.
I have not seen any spoilers for the game story or anything.
I'm excited though,
really
and
cool Pokemon.
That's me being excited about a Pokemon game is a big difference for me compared to the past generations. I was not excited about Sword and Shield. I was not excited about Sun and Moon. I skipped. Fuck. There I go. I think I just did the thing that you did. I skipped. I basically didn't play anything since 4th generation, and then I hung out with Hannah when she played Gen 7 and Gen 8. I'm like a ways away.
We did BDSP playthrough.
All the way through?
We did a Brilliant Diamond playthrough.
Did we?
Yeah, we recorded it, remember?
God, I no. 100% I don't. I mean, you must be right, but I have no recollection of that.
What the heck, Cameron? Remember Hannah was freaking out over certain Pokemon being specific types because it didn't make sense?
No. Well, yes, but that feels quintessential to the Pokemon experience to me. But no, I've 100% that game left zero impression on me.
You don't remember?
I remember the Legend Arceus. I remember we live streamed Legend Arceus for a while, and that was a ton of fun. But I 100% remember zero about.
Cameron, They did the Legends Arceus thing once on launch.
That was more fun and more memorable to me than the entirety of the Diamond and Pearl playthrough, because that game was a nothing burger.
Yeah, no shit, it's a remake.
Like,
that's like, funny. It's very funny to me that we actually did a full playthrough of that game, and I completely don't remember. When did that happen? That had to be last year, right?
That bad?
It was shortly after it came out, and I chose.
I don't remember when that was.
And let's see, I chose Turtwig. There was Merlin the Second, who was a Gardevoir.
Yeah. Like, no, nothing.
Wow, you don't remember the underground where we went and found a lot of Pokemon in the underground?
So here's what's happening in my brain, and I don't know the scientific reason. Dying. Everything that you're telling me sounds right, but I am unable to conjure up any imagery or audio or any sort of like distinction in that memory. Not only that, but when I think about what you're talking about, I'm remembering 2D graphics. Like it's like we played it together 20 years ago, not back on the DS.
All right.
I remember the underground. I remember that it's different than how it was originally, but I could not tell you how.
Okay, your homework is to rewatch at least one of those episodes.
No. I'm putting as much effort into remembering Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl as they did in making those games.
Wow.
I'm not sure if this is a spoiler or not. Do you know you can play online finally with other people?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited for that, because like when we do our live streaming stuff, we can do it with other people. That'd be cool.
I will join. I will happily join.
I don't know if I'll join. I might be doing stuff. And by stuff, I mean no liking this game until I beat it 100%.
You might have it beat by the time we start live streaming it, because it probably won't happen until after Thanksgiving.
Well, I'm not doing shit for Thanksgiving, so yeah, I probably will.
Oh, no.
Thank God.
Really?
Thank God. Thanksgiving is chaos in my family. Like, I'm not exaggerating. It is the most chaotic holiday.
It is for us too, but I know not everyone has good Thanksgiving experiences. My family, I love our Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving Day, we were going to Hannah's father's side of the family because her parents divorced, but they're in pretty good terms. So I believe Hannah's mom is going to come over, and we're going to celebrate with Hannah's dad's side of the family. And it's a time to spend time with her grandmother in particular, because she's getting up in years. But I'm excited because I'm making that turkey. And then Black Friday, after I do some Cyberpunk, which I'm excited for, we're gonna play, or after we play some Cyberpunk, we're gonna do nice. Let's get this fucking tail. We're doing Thanksgiving with my family on Black Friday.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Last Thanksgiving. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
What? God, what happened? Someone burned the turkey. Well, they didn't burn it, but they left it in the fry. So since I have such a big family, usually I go to Miami and either spend it with my mother's side or my father's side, or we do kind of half and half. But usually we go beginning of the night before turkey with my dad's side, and then after that we go to my mother's side. But because it's so chaotic and because we now live far away, my parents are going to Miami to do turkey time with their family, with both their sides. I'm staying here, and my sister said, oh, come to, I get her, I don't even know how to tell you, her wife's family, whatever they are related to me somehow. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. She's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine. Because that doesn't seem fun, because I don't really know them very well. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll just stay home and watch the dogs and watch football.
I mean, nothing wrong with taking a break from family if that's what you need.
Yeah, plus Christmas is chaotic for my family. It's because they're all coming here. Well, not all. There's 32 people coming to this area during Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, my older brother, like, Thanksgiving's a big thing for my family, but my older brother, they are not coming this year because they've got the baby Damien, and they're going to come for Christmas time anyway. So they didn't want to, like, fly, then fly back, then fly again, like, a couple weeks later. Which I just got, Darius and Jenna, my older brother and sister-in-law, have their wedding photos, and they turned out mostly lovely. The wedding, and I think this was per their request. The wedding photographer did like weird effects on the pictures of the like party of people dancing, like purposefully like motion blurring the background. What? Someone is like pinging the shit out of me. Give me a second.
Sure it's a ping and not just like people saying messages.
For Thanksgiving,
Oh, it's Hannah.
I'm doing dinner with housemates. So.
Hey, Friendsgiving is the best giving.
Yeah.
We did that a couple times in a row, and that was always been fun.
I think this is actually my first Friendsgiving.
Ooh, how's that going?
Like.
Yeah, who's in charge of what?
We're kind of. We have a chat started. We haven't quite ironed out all the details. There's a couple recipes I'm gonna be grabbing from my family. And then we're still kind of sorting out exact details, but kind of everybody's just chipping in and making something. And then I think we're also having a couple of guests.
I don't know why my controls are being weird.
Hard to say.
I think I need to roll out of here, otherwise I'm gonna get killed, because I can't seem to control my... Nope, don't do that. Stop doing stuff. Oh god, it's bad. It's bad, you guys.
Hey, Cameron?
Yeah.
What's the between the covers schedule?
You'll have to ask Hannah. No, stop resetting the default order! Someone heal me! I'm sorry, I don't want to be the cause of this death, but I don't know why my controls are so fucked right now.
I don't have a good way to heal you right now.
Alright, I think I gotta switch to keyboard controls. Alright, this is me. This is me attempting to... damn it!
Oh.
Damn it!
We still have one.
We still have one. I'm gonna stay at camp and figure my controls out, so I'm not a danger to you. Okay, why am I on keyboard and mouse? I guess I'm gonna unplug and replug my controls. Paz, to answer your question, Hannah has been interested in doing a book club. So I guess she just announced it. Hey David, how's it going?
The Maid of Metapulse. Or Pearls. Huh. Ooh, it's a mystery. Oh, see, now I can't be part of this.
What's up?
It's a mystery novel. I can't read mystery novels. I get too competitive with myself.
With trying to figure it out?
Yes. I'm not good at mystery type events. Well, no, that's not really a mystery. That's a horror game. Never mind. I was like, does House on the Hill count as a mystery game? But not really.
It's hard to be competitive in reading a book.
Yeah, you would think, but no, it's not. You would really think so, but I've read way too much in my life. I read the entire Harry Potter series in a week.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, who are you
Yeah.
competing against for that? You're just
Whoever else
doing
is
that.
in the group.
I mean, yeah, but none of us are gonna care how fast you read anything.
I know,
okay.
but I don't want to
Hold on,
spoil
chat.
shit.
Shanice, yay Thanksgiving, yes. Boom Headshot, who has Paramount Plus? Oh, maybe I answered that one already. Osprey's roommate has it. And the rest of us are, the first
The
episode of
alternative.
Transformers Earthspark is available for free on YouTube. David, hey David, how's it going? Boom Headshot, lol, you suck. Yeah, well, Dave, Boom Headshot, you suck. You're banned. Raffle Rosa, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food, Cheryl? My favorite food to eat, I think, would have to be mashed potatoes, especially if they do it with like crispy toasted potato bits on top. When you get some creamy potato and some crunchy potato on top, I really like that. My favorite thing to make, I'm very proud of my Thanksgiving turkey recipe. I think it's a very strong recipe. I think turkey is, especially in America, we tend to buy turkeys larger than we need. I don't know why, but the bigger the bird, the harder it is to cook properly. I am very proud of my recipe for a 10 to 12 pound turkey. I think it turns out incredibly well. What about everyone else? Let's do turns. Favorite thing to eat and favorite thing to make.
I make a really good pudding pie. It's
Pudding
a
pie?
pudding,
Like a chocolate?
My family, my pie. It's
Oh, yeah.
Oreo, pudding, whipped cream, and then chocolate ganache that we put into like little bricks, freeze, and then go on and get a grater and grate it on top of said pie.
Oh, that does sound good.
It's very good.
That's your recipe or your favorite thing to eat?
Both.
Both. Gotcha.
I'm not in charge of turkey. I don't like doing that. Nope. Too much effort.
Osprey, what about you?
I'm not sure what my favorite thing to make is. My favorite to eat is a toss-up between pumpkin pie with lots of whipped cream and rolls. I really like a good roll.
Yeah, rolls are good.
Like a dinner roll?
Yeah. My
Gotcha.
mom has a really good recipe that I like. That's so good.
Black Knight, I know you're a little younger than the rest of us. Are you involved in the preparing of Thanksgiving foods yet?
Not yet. I just said save it.
That, you know what? That's an important part of it. What's your favorite thing to eat then, Black Knight?
My family makes sweet potatoes for Thanksgiving, and those are really good. But I also like rolls, like Osprey does.
Gotcha. Here's maybe a controversial question, hot take. Would you be okay with a Thanksgiving dinner? None of us are vegan here. Not that there's anything wrong with being vegan, but would you be okay with a Thanksgiving dinner if it didn't have the turkey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about the people, not the food.
Even if it was about the food, there's plenty of other stuff aside from the turkey.
Yeah.
That's
like,
fair.
For me, it's feast time.
Can't
Yeah.
be a
Is
Gotcha.
it a feast? Yes. Okay, cool.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah, it depends on.
Can I do
like,
my
what you're
spacing?
eating. It doesn't really matter.
Stop.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what I'm eating as long as the
Stop
people
him.
that I don't want to murder.
Right. So what you wanna do is you wanna like stand maybe a good 2 paces back from it, or no, get up against the head, roll,
Yep.
roll, and then try it. That should be the perfect distance.
All right. Do you want to put down any?
I didn't bring any. Go ahead.
All right.
I didn't bring any.
God damn it!
We
It was
play
like a
camera.
roll and a half, not just a single roll. My bad.
We're learning. I would have fucked it up anyway. Actually, no, I take it back. My distance was perfect, and he took me out of the zone, and it's all Black Knight's fault. It's all Black Knight's fault. You saw it. It's on the tape.
Okay.
Oh, TTRPG
David, yeah.
stuff.
I'm with you there. Oh, yeah, Cheryl's here. Yeah, Cheryl, what the fuck? You didn't ask us about D&D stuff? Like, you're dropping the ball. It's been a busy week. I mean, let's go around. I'll go last. Osprey, you've had health stuff and other things to worry about, but I feel like this past week you've gotten back in the swing of things. You are not only running, you ran a one-shot, right? Elter...
I haven't ran the next one of that yet. I keep meaning to reschedule, and I don't mean to leave my newbies hanging. I just keep getting interrupted and distracted.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like at this point, seeing Cheryl in the chat, it's almost a Pavlovian response to talk about D&D.
Yes.
So I did a Domains of Dread. I played in a Domains of Dread.
We're getting close to the end.
Yeah. My character got possessed. Let's see.
I almost killed you.
Almost killed me. So close to
It was
killing.
literally down to the buzzer. If we hadn't physically run out of real world time, I think it would have been a party wipe.
And then I also played in a Lost Mines of Phandelver. And
Yes. Atomic Fox is running that, right?
yeah. We did have a complete party wipe.
Woo!
To a young green dragon.
Oh
Yeah, I think that's like that's a pretty infamous part. Damn it! I'm sorry, we were so close and I fucked it up. I got distracted.
That's okay. More practice. More practice.
Yes.
More practice.
Brushing off cobwebs. More cobwebs to brush off.
But yeah, so those are the main things I've done. I'm kind of slowly getting back into
the part of Phandelver that you wiped at, I think, is like it's a pretty infamous part of that adventure. That like that specifically that young green dragon, like I forget who said it, but someone in the Discord was like that. Like the way, because Last Mines of Phandelver is like the starter adventure, the original starter adventure for 5th edition. That section should have a little box of text for the DM that's like, hey, when your party dies, here's how to like keep an adventure going with like a set of new adventures. Because it feels like that's what the original intent was for, like just sticking that thing on new players.
Yeah. So what the Atomic Fox did was, after everybody wiped in one hit, literally one breath weapon hit took us all out at once.
Yeah, so let me ask, it was talking to you all? Like, so what my first experience with that dragon was, it like talks to the party and it's like chatting you up and it kind of gets you all to approach as a group and then it nails you with the breath weapon and kills you. Did that happen or something else?
No, so we were brought as tribute, level 3.
Oh, yeah, no, you'd still be dead regardless.
So what happened was we found the cultists first, and they were like, oh, we'll show you where the dragon is. And they took us to the tower, and then they offered us as tribute. But we started fighting back, and the dragon got involved after ended up getting hit. And then the dragon used the breath weapon and like murdered us all. But the Atomic Fox, like we had a conversation afterwards, and the Atomic Fox was like, I don't feel like this has to be the end of the adventure.
Yeah.
So, and because I have a good story reason for why this might not be the end, and I feel like it's a very reasonable story thing. So now I've got to figure out where the shop is because I'm out of.
So in normal cases, would it usually just be the DM being like, well, everyone's dead, game's over, I guess.
I think people have differing opinions on that. Some DMs might do. I think what Atomic Fox chose to do is totally reasonable, and I'd say like maybe half of DMs would lean towards that route. Not most. I think the community is pretty split on like party wipes. Some DMs I think would definitely just be like, well, that's it. That for this adventure, let's start a new one. And then I think there's a substantial group of DMs that are like, well, I'm going to still run this adventure. It's just now we're going to create new characters, and you're going to pick up the rumors of what happened to the old party, and maybe with that you can be a little more prepared for the next encounter type of thing. Like I think there's totally valid reasons to like each option is equally right for depending on the table. Like for example, if I had killed the party in Domains of Dread Valachan, that's not the end of the adventure. That's like those characters are dead, but that just means that mission failed. The Darkless would have gotten the Scion of Darkness, and then the adventure would have continued with the bad guy having gained possession of that. Versus, I've designed the adventure so that the way we run it, if the party fails on a single mission, that's not the end of things. Same thing with Black Knight in ICATH. When Darkless came in and killed Kandarak and was attacking the party, there was a world in which Darkless wins that fight, and if the party dies, that just means that Darkless got the Urn of Dreams. It's not the end of the whole story. It's just the villain's like agenda has moved forward.
I do want to say part of why the Atomic Fox did this time is this is literally an intro adventure for some people, and then also felt like it was a very unfair way to wipe, and then was like, I do happen to like if she hadn't had a very good story reason for why this might be a thing, wouldn't have offered. And
I think that's totally fine. Like, it's not something that is one way is better than the other. It's unique to each adventure and table. Like for example, we're playing with a similar group of players in Rime of the Frost Maiden. If you all die in Rime of the Frost Maiden, to me, for that adventure, I feel like the appropriate thing there is that story is over. The party failed to stop the rime. Icewind Dale gets crushed in everlasting ice. That for that particular adventure, that feels right.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this Domains of Dread feels different. Whereas Phandelver felt different. Waterdeep, I don't know which direction I would go with Waterdeep. That'd be something I'd talk with the players.
No one gets the money.
One thing, but like for what came up with, so basically what ended up happening to us is, we basically were made part of this Young Dragon's horde, because this Young Dragon is still figuring out kind of what it means to have a horde. So basically, since we were brought as tribute, the Young Dragon was like, oh, that means they're part of my horde now. So we got tied up and thrown on the horde.
I dig it.
And that's where we woke up, which I thought was a very fun story element.
And it's like death in or losing in Dungeons & Dragons doesn't have to mean death. It can mean all sorts of different things that are fun ways to play. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I also think we didn't want to go through the character creation again, because this is the first adventure for two of these players. So making them make brand new characters just as they're level 3 and starting to get the hang of their class.
Yeah.
So a few things went into this particular decision, and like we did discuss it as a group. So yeah, like that was a very brutal wipe, because even my not badly built paladin at level 3 got taken out in one hit.
Yeah, if you don't have if you fail that save, it's just so much damage.
It's like what, a 60?
12d6.
That's nearly as bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, certain like again, the stakes in different adventures can be different. Like Tomb of Annihilation, like death being a permanent thing is like a core part of that adventure. Tomb of Horrors, getting cheap shotted is a core part of that adventure.
Well, like something I've done
yeah.
personally when I've had like a party wipe, I was playing the Tomb of Strahd. Pretty hard, pretty but fun. But death is kind of a thing there. If you've ever played that adventure, you know, you're facing an undead vampire. So and they just happened to be killed by a high vampire. It wasn't Strahd, but it was like they pretty much broke through the door and were like, all right, come at us. And I'm like, all right, GG. So, but I didn't want to like, and usually, I mean, I've killed tons of parties, and usually I'm like, all right, book closed. We can try it again, or I'll just make a new campaign. It's no big deal. But they felt like, not like it was cheap, it's just this guy is pretty hard. Plus, they had all of this hit level 12, so they were like feeling like kind of brave. So maybe I made the challenge a little too hard. So instead of saying, you know what, party wipe, I said, he bites you all, and now you all become vampires.
Yeah,
so
that's
now,
fun.
on top of beating Strahd, you now have to cure vampirism, which isn't hard, but it is hard when it took them from where they are in Strahd's castle. It took them 3 whole days to get there. They can't be out in sunlight at all because in this world, you will die. It's not your weekend, you will die to sunlight. So now they have to somehow cure vampirism in a vampire castle, while Strahd is there. At any point, can just be click his fingers and like, you're in my thrall because you're a vampire. So at one point they had to fight their barbarian because Strahd was like, y'all are doing something. This is what you get for doing this. And he turned their barbarian against them. So, you know, if you can thematically say, hey, this is how, you know, you can do it, yeah, of course. I think D&D does not all have to be about death. Some DMs are going to 100% do that just because that's just how they roll. If you give me a really good reason why, like, your character would still be alive or the story is good enough, I'll always continue. You know?
Yeah, and I think I think we're all like saying essentially the same thing, which is like different tables like have different best solutions. They're like, for one group of players, like being as simulationist as possible and being like, if they all they want to do is like go through the combat stuff, and them losing characters on a regular basis is like, you know, just part of the gameplay. Yeah, different strokes for different folks. But yeah, so you played Fandelver, you played Domains of Dread. Anything else you played this weekend?
Not that I can remember, but my sense of time is very shaky.
Fair.
I'm bad at remembering when things were.
Paz, what about you?
Also really. I played a bunch of D&D, which is kind of odd for me. I played about 3 different sessions with 3 different characters, so I was.
Oh yeah, I think we talked a bit about it Monday, but we didn't go into a ton of detail. You did some play testing, right?
Yeah, I was play testing with a buddy. A lot of 1D&D stuff I can't technically reveal because it was in play testing, and technically I didn't sign one, but it's technically an NDA. Let's just say I was a rogue, a barbarian, and a sorcerer. So I wanted to try all 3 different archetypes, quote unquote, archetypes that there are, or groups that they put them in. I'd really like to customize background because as a DM, I'm full of just background stuff. So I made a non-edgy rogue. I know, once thought impossible, but with the background stuff, it's pretty easy. You can really customize it. He was more critical thinking than just like your average backstabby type of rogue. So he was really fun to play. I played a cowardly barbarian, which is probably one of the funnest you know, creatures I've ever done. In fact, I am 100% gonna make this guy an NPC. I have to at this point. He was so fun, and he was doing it because he had to. No one else in his village could do it. He was the only one. He was a half orc, half elf, which is kind of unique. And you know, he was like, "Screw it, I'm a coward, but I'm not gonna let my family down." So he was bound by family stuff, and he did what he had to do. So that was really fun. And then I played a wizard who has a brother who her whole goal was her brother was the ace of the school. He did all the amazing stuff, and she got really jealous. So she's going around and stealing all of his accomplishments because he's kind of like a prefector for the school, I guess you could say. Like, he goes off on adventures and then comes back and reports his finding. She's stealing all of his glory because he doesn't want it in the first place. So she's like, fuck it, we have the same last name. People sometimes don't even see you. They see the same wizard cloak, they think they're the same person. So she was really fun because I've never played a character that was kind of glory stealing in a way. And she was really fun because she had a lot of illusionary based magic. And now that there's not really kind of that magic limitation, you can really customize what your spells wants to be. So instead of like a giant fireball, I cast an illusion of a fireball, and no, it doesn't do damage, but it freaks out the enemy. And now like there's like fun new like elements you can play with, like fear and stuff now actually like taking place. Like, fear is not just a condition anymore. It can be, you can mentally screw with your enemy. And that was really fun. Kind of like a psionic wizard, which I've never played before. So she was really fun. But definitely my favorite was the Cavalry Barbarian because I just loved him. I was like, oh, he's amazing.
It's a really fun role-play opportunity.
I'm so happy for the back. There are some new feats that we got to play as. The new alert feat is really fun. The ability just to switch freaking pretty much roll, initiative score with another party or another character is so good. I mean, just that, you know what? Some of us are down in health right now, and we didn't have a chance to heal. I'm a rogue, so I rolled first. Hey, cleric, switch rolls with me. You heal people, and then we're going into this fight so much better prepared.
Yeah.
So it's just a whole new world. It's a whole new type of like just way of playing the game. Honestly, you can really customize it, and I was just very happy, very pleased with what I was getting. Some stuff I'm not super keen on. There is some like that was a little weird, and my barbarian did die very tragically, and not cheaply, but something that I was like, I don't know if I would. I think I might argue against that death. But you know, you die, it happens. But I was very happy with what's going on. Like I said, playing 3 kind of wore me out though. On D&D, definitely. My brain's kind of scattered, so I'm like, no more playing D&D for the rest of this week. Even though they were like, hey, we're gonna play Tetris. I'm like, no, I'm done. My brain can't take it anymore.
Need a break.
But I had tons of fun. I think 1 D&D will be good, and I do like the fact that if you don't like it, you can completely ignore it. You are not under any pretense to not just not like it, but you don't have to play it. It's very much
it's not
compatible.
Superseding the old 5 stuff.
Exactly. Which I think is huge for a lot of people, because people, you know, really like D&D 5th edition. It's fun for them. They enjoy it. And I'm like, right on. Go for it, you know?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think it'll be good. I hope that there is some more stuff to come because we haven't
Oh yeah,
seen
I mean,
everything
I think we're gonna be playtesting
for a
what's that
while.
combat?
100%.
Yeah, we're gonna be playtesting through
This
like
next year, possibly.
yeah. So, but yeah, it's
I'm really excited to see
exciting
how
stuff.
abilities evolve. Though, is definitely the part that I'm like, yes, that's what I want to see. Because also, I hope they change some of the names because now we have two feats that do alert, and they're vastly different things. So I'm like, we need to
it'll be
change the name
interesting
of
to
that,
see
guys.
how they sort that stuff out.
Yes, and keen mind is no longer. It's just that you have a keen mind. You're not like, well, actually, my character has a keen mind, so that piece of paper I read for 0.3 seconds, I would remember all of it. No, you don't. Keen mind is now just you have a keen mind and you're able to remember things, but you do not have a godlike. You're not, you know.
You don't have photographic perfect memory.
Exactly. Yeah. You have a good memory, but you're not broken. So finally, I can tell someone that's like, I have keen mind. I'm like, all right, cool, have fun with that.
That feels like a very personal experience. I don't know that I've ever.
It hurts.
I've heard stories of how some DMs they cause enemies to take psychic damage from hitting puns.
That's funny. Yeah, I like it.
Rather entertaining.
Yeah. So Black Knight, what have you? What did you? What you played was Domains of Dread.
Yes. I played Domains this Sunday with Monday, and I stepped away, so I didn't actually get to fight the T-Rex, but... Yeah.
You missed out. It might have been... Valachan might have been my favorite domain we've visited so far. It just, like, both sessions really, I felt like were thematically strong, where you were dealing with the survival horror aspects of Valachan. It really worked well at draining the party resources. And I think as a complete, like, one complete domain experience, I think it was my personal favorite to run. I'd recommend if anyone wanted to run Valachan's stuff, to check out that one. And then yeah, we're super close to finishing up. We're super close to finishing up our Domains of Dread. I rearranged the schedule a little bit, so we've got 4 more adventures, and then we're done. There's one coming up after Thanksgiving, that's Sunday. There's one in Mordant. We're gonna get the opportunity to get some questions answered about what happened with the apparatus by talking to some ghosts. And there's 2 adventures in Darkon. And that last adventure in Darkon will hopefully be epic style, where I can run it with multiple DMs. I've got a couple volunteers, and we'll be running that this year. And then I've got some like other Domains of Dread stuff that can just be like purely epilogue stuff, just fun adventures afterwards, but not tied into like the pseudo campaign. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And then the other big thing I ran was I did Tailspire. We played in Tailspire, did a Waterdeep adventure as our playtest for our live stream. Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me!
I am out of potions.
Yeah, I've got plenty.
So if I faint...
Best of life! Nah, you're okay. You're okay. And I've got life powders. We're not losing this one. Okay. Damn it! Do we have another one in us?
I don't think I do.
That's fair. Alright. You know what? This was just day 2 of dusting off cobwebs.
Day 1 for me.
Yeah, day 1 for Osprey. We're gonna get back at this on Monday, and we're gonna get this shit done.
And then you're gonna play Sunbreak next.
Yeah, then we're gonna get our asses kicked at Sunbreak afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hold on. Did we talk about the Sunbreak trailer or no?
Super excited about Corm. We talked about it already. You
I know, Black Knight. You have to be excited about Magala.
yes.
Yes.
I saw that and my mind went, "Oh, he's so happy right now."
I mean, I'd heard rumors about it since back before TU1, but I didn't actually think it was happening until yesterday.
Interesting. So far, no Devil Show. Do
Yeah,
you
that's
think
really a bummer.
This is the first Monster Hunter game with no Devil Show.
We
yes.
Are we gonna talk
Also,
about the Mandela
can
effect?
I just say?
Are we going to talk about what effect?
The Mandela effect of Devil Joe eating its tail.
Yes. Can we talk about the new stuffed weapons and how amazing / horrible some of them look and how amazing /
I think it's super cute. I think it's the idea of hunting monsters with plushy swords is very cute. Yeah, Osprey, you didn't watch the trailer, so you don't know this. But it's paid DLC, but you can have your weapon turn into a cute plush weapon instead of a actual weapon. Yeah, so you're pillow fighting monsters.
I wish they would have given us armor, honestly. That'd be adorable. If you're walking around and you're like in a giant like stuffed animal, that would have been amazing, but no armor, only weapons.
I think that'll happen eventually.
I hope.
But yeah, okay. So yeah, Gore Magala looks awesome. The Risen monsters are going to be fun fights. I'm looking forward to it. I barely got to AR 120. I don't think I'm going to make it to 200. We'll see. Wrath Rosa, Devil Joe eats its own tail. I swear. I swear too. I
don't think so.
I know.
Yeah.
I swear, but there's been no evidence.
There's no one's been able to provide any real video proof of a hunt in which Devil Joe eats its own tail, even though I have it burned into my memory that happened in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. But I mean, I also didn't remember any of Pokemon Diamond, so the human mind is a surprisingly malleable and fragile thing. Yeah, apparently Devil Joe never actually ate its own tail in a game.
Huh.
I think that's just something that was like a meme or something. And it just spread like wildfire.
Yeah, Anjanath exists in Sunbreak. I would love for Devil Joe to come in Sunbreak and for the development team to be like, okay, now we're gonna make sure it has an eating its own tail animation or something. Yeah. Let's see. People are booing us because we suck. That's fair. Cheryl, when does the Extra Life
Sonic
test
trailer?
Sonic? I don't know what that is.
It's a Netflix series called Sonic Prime, and it looks fantastic.
I'll have to go check the trailer. I'm not a huge Sonic guy. I've heard from some game designers that I respect pretty well. I've heard good things about Sonic Frontiers, and then from other friends, I've heard really bad things about Sonic Frontiers. It's got me kind of curious, but it's the sort of thing where it's a Sonic game, so I know I'm going to be able to buy it for $15 in 6 months, so I'll just wait till then. Well, yeah. Okay, Cheryl Arnold, when does the Extra Life test footage come out? I have it edited and uploaded. This weekend will be a regular episode 49. Or no, this weekend will be episode 50. The Extra Life special episode with the B team will come out the Sunday after Thanksgiving, and then you'll have a regular episode, and then after that will be the actual live stream. It is canon, if you're curious. They've named themselves the Ratatouille because they are terrible.
Better than the turtle fuckers.
We had a really good time playing. Tailspire is not it's not a system. It's purely a 3D map and marker thing, but it's very pretty to look at, and it was fun to play in. I definitely learned some stuff about how to run things in it.
All right, I'm a newbie guy too. All
right.
Have a good night.
See you, Black Knight.
Yep.
would I recommend Tailspire? If you get it on sale right now, I think the biggest drawback to Tailspire right now is it doesn't have a lot of miniatures in it. So you can either import Hero Forge minis, which cost you money, or wait for them to fill out their library. But it's a fun 3D map system. Eventually, like I plan on playing more stuff in it, and the game itself I think was a lot of fun. We were working our way through a bunch of technical stuff as we tested out the live stream stuff, but it was still a good time. Yeah, I think, is there anything else on our minds, or is that it for tonight?
I think
That's it for me.
Yeah. Thanks again, everyone, for watching us. I know you literally just watched us get bodied by Barryoff three times in a row, but sometimes that's how it goes. Especially, like, the jump backwards feels hard.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, but we'll get there.
I like my wire bugs. I'm not gonna lie. Rise was my first, so I think for me that's a big part of Monster Hunter is I love the wire bugs, and then going backwards, it's like, where are my wire bugs? I like my wire bugs.
Yeah. It's we'll catch everyone on the next one, and I'm excited for Title Update 3. I think the jump from Iceborne back into Sunbreak will be a lot easier.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you for joining us, everyone, and see you next time.
Bye.